Hi everyone, this is Jerry Cimadomo from Ectaco Inc. and you've seen me all over the place talking about the JetBook Color and why it's the best e-reader for education. Well, today I get the opportunity to show you why. I'm shooting this video by myself, so it's a little bit more personal. Hopefully we'll get everything done on the first take here. First, I'll go over the hardware on the device, and then we'll talk about the software features. So as you may already know, it uses a 9.7-inch color e-ink screen. The e-ink is great because you can read on it for long periods of time. With LCD panels, there's a lot of controversy out there whether or not they can cause eye fatigue or even eye damage. That's something you don't have to worry about whatsoever with the color e-ink screen. Resolution on the device is 1600 by 1200. So let's take a really close look here at the text. I'm almost touching the camera and you can see how crisp and clean it is. Now in fact I am touching the camera here and it doesn't diminish the quality of it. The font's still really great. Battery allows for about 10,000 page turns and you have expandability up to 32 gigabytes using a micro SD card. The unit itself on the bottom, you'll see it has dual speakers. It has an on-off switch for the Wi-Fi, for the power. There's a reset button. Pop that open, you'll see a micro SD card slot, mini USB port, regular USB port. There's a microphone here, and there's a headphone jack here. It weighs only about 1.5 pounds, so it's really easy to just carry around and maneuver with you. It's also quite thin as well. You know, I've compared the JetBook Color to a Swiss Army knife plenty of times. It's just a multi-use tool for students, and it has a bunch of different features. And if that is the case, the My Library section on the device is the knife portion of your Swiss Army knife. The device can read about 13 different formats right now, including PDF files, Adobe Digital Editions, DRM files, which are password protected, TXT, FB2, EPUB, just about everything. You can get books from a variety of locations, and this is really important because you can compare where you get books and compare prices. If you're buying 1,000 books for your students and you save $10 off the cost of each book by getting it from one location over the other, you're saving $10,000 for your school. We don't sell books directly, so that means we don't have our hands in where you get books. You're completely allowed to get books from almost anywhere, or even put books that you might already have onto the device. The unit itself, it has a bunch of books pre-installed on it when you receive it, and these are books that are widely read by students all throughout America. So you'll see a bunch of titles on there like Dracula, Huckleberry Finn, works from Shakespeare, Alice in Wonderland, so on and so forth. Let's go into a book here. Go into Dracula. I can see right off the bat the font size is strangely small. Let's click on Menu. We'll go to Change Font Size. You can just blow it up here and do 64-point font. There we go. That's much better. So that's just one of the many cool features inside of a book. We can also jump to a page number, we can drop down a bookmark, rotate the screen, we can read books in different languages, which is a cool one, or we can actually have the book read to us using the text-to-speech feature. Click on Speak there.
Trust that your journey from London has been a happy one, and that you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land.
You can hear it's really a good quality voice. It's easy to understand. So the text-to-speech paired with the font zoom is great for students that might have some sort of learning disability or even some sort of visual impairment as well. Now let me grab this paragraph and I'll highlight it. So you just select it with the pen, you highlight it, and now this brings up a whole new menu of different things you can do. You can look up a word, translate a paragraph, listen to it again, or mark it for summary. Once you mark for summary, it will create a new book that you can go and you can basically read everything you marked all in one area. Let's translate it though, because that's actually a really interesting feature. Now, that paragraph we just took, that was actually really quick. It just translated just below right there into Spanish. So you can translate from English to Spanish, or if you're reading a book in Spanish, you can do Spanish back into English as well. The device has a little side menu. A lot of people don't know about it. It has table of contents, page jump, and a new feature called Quick Swap, where you can swap from one book to another and reference each other really quickly. Now I'm going to go into a different book. And this is a more professional textbook. It has, it's a PDF book. And what you can do inside of that book is you can actually annotate the book using the stylus. So you would go and you would click on stylus mode here, drawing mode. Now, just as it sounds, drawing mode allows you to draw on the book. So this is really important right here. I can just underline it. Circle this paragraph because I need that entire thing. And I need to write a note for this paragraph, so just do that. And I'll write a note here in the margin. Now, I want to clear it out, so I just click on the menu button here. Back in the stylus mode. Clear page. Of course, it's going to ask me, do I really want to do that? If you have any print textbooks, you know they get marked up all the time. And this is one of the more common reasons why textbooks have to be thrown away or destroyed. So this completely eliminates that. Back out of the book here. There's another feature I'm just going to touch on, but I'll do another video on it completely. We have a new program called AtomPub where you can download books wirelessly from your school's network. You would just go into the Internet Library section. Once you downloaded the book, it would be in the downloaded book section. Going to back out again, and we're going to go over some of the other features and programs that are on here. Oxford Reading Support. You'll see there's a bunch of dictionaries, so an English dictionary, translation dictionaries. SAT prep course, that's one of the biggest ones that are on here. This program will help you with the SATs completely, and it will increase your score. So it will go into a bunch of different aspects of it, from learning words and going over word lists, listening to words, getting the roots of words, and just that basic knowledge. But where it really comes in handy is that you can take practice tests, and students feel much more comfortable on the day of the SATs if they've seen practice tests in the past. Now let's go a notch up. Once you're done taking practice tests, the JetBook Color will rate your performance, so you can see how your performance is doing over time. I can go into the other features, but you'll see there's some grammatical grammar features there, irregular words, idioms, multilingual features, which are really great. This is an entire section of linguistic features. Right here you'll have a language teaching program, which I'll go into. This is a program that works a lot like Rosetta Stone. So you can learn an entire language using just this program itself. Just telling us to use the microphone for best results. And what it's going to do is you can, it's basically telling you what to do for me. It's basically, you would speak into the device, it would rate your pronunciation and let you know how well of a job that you're doing.
After saying the word or phrase.
Mañana.
Press the microphone button and repeat the word.
It's a Spanish word, that's the English word, it's a picture and the vocal output right there. Mañana.
Try harder.
I didn't do very well, but it's still okay. And it will, again, rate your pronunciation. If you're new at the language, you can learn alphabet and words, but if you're much more advanced, you can learn phrases and dialogues. So it has really something for every skill level. Other features here include the ULearn. This is a hands-free and eyes-free language teaching program. You have an audio phrase book, which is voice activated, a picture dictionary. This is a 180 languages translation dictionary, so almost any language that you need will be in there. And you have some linguistic games. I've used the flashcards before. You can actually select an area that you want to learn about, let's say the bathroom, And then you can add your own words. So you can add the sink, the soap, the shower, the tub, whatever you want, and then go through it at your own pace. Science and math is the last section that we'll completely go over. You have a graphing calculator in there, which, as a lot of you teachers know, that costs $100 if you needed to purchase that separately. Geography references will tell you anything about almost any place throughout the entire world, and it's all broken down in alphabetical order. Math and chemistry references will give you a lot of information, including different laws, equations, formulas you got to use, so on and so forth. Same thing with physics references. Periodic table of elements. Very simple feature, but very cool also. Select the element that you want, and it will give you all the information about that element right on the screen. Obviously great for chemistry students and even sometimes biology students. Earth science and biology, those are 1,000-page reference materials that will teach you everything you need to know about the subject. Whether you're learning about plant cells, animal cells, whatever it is, those different features will have information on there for you. Audiobooks and music. As it sounds, you can add MP3s and other audio formats onto the unit. Settings is where you go to change volume and establish the Wi-Fi connection. Now, the JetBook Color we do have available online right now. You can go on our regular website, which is www.ectaco.com. You can go on the specified website, which is www.jetbookcolor.com. And feel free to send me an email with any questions you have about it. My email is jerry@ectaco.com.